What's up, guys? It's July 30th, 2024. Really nice day in the E-mini. Multiple legs lower. That wedge bottom reversed and went sideways. So vacuum at the end of the day. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm just joking. Okay. Yeah, so here we are on the daily chart. Why is this gap like that? Okay, so that gap's a little bit better. Save it. Daily 45-minute. Bears are getting that third leg down. However, it's a bad close. Leg one, pull back, leg two, pull back, leg three. Is this going to be a pullback to another leg lower, or are we going to start to go sideways above this gap? It's like bears closed the gap and are looking for lower prices. Bad follow through on the third leg though. It's more of a range bar. We got bulls tested July 25th low and reversed higher. This is the overnight session. The overnight session has been over for like an hour. 45-minute chart, definitely looking like a range. Consolidated at the upper half of the range for multiple days, and then we sold off into the lower range. So maybe now we go range bound at the. When there's a range, usually sometimes in the 5-minute we can see something like this, and then a swoosh down, and then like that, or maybe it's like this, a quick rip higher, and then we go sideways again. So I was thinking that's what I was talking about here. Maybe quick down, we go sideways. Now we're in a range. Quick swoosh down, we go sideways. We'll see what happens. It's definitely sideways price action. Doesn't mean we didn't have some good breakouts in the 5-minute. Bar one. So we have a gap up. Bar one is follow through. It's a range bar, so not the best for the bulls, but bar two is follow through for that. For the bulls. We're trading around yesterday's swing high. So yesterday's high was bar 45, I believe. Yeah, yesterday's high was bar 45 at 25.25. Today, bar 3 failed at 27.50 in reverse. So about bulls tried to close above 2 points higher than bar 45 and reverse lower. I think a lot of bulls got trapped. Bulls that bought the high tick never got out at a break even. Here's a bear 3 bear bar, so that's pretty good selling. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, bar 6, bounce off the EMA. And bears got another leg lower into the higher time frame EMA. So leg 1, pull back leg 2, and we go sideways for about 15 to 20 minutes. Lots of range, lots of overlap, and then we break out with bar 12. Not the strongest breakout because there's no gap staying open, but nonetheless, the bears are breaking out below both EMAs, and the bars start to get climactic. Here we see a really big bear gap. See a big bear gap, we have to ask ourselves, is this the beginning of the trend or the end of the trend? I was short here and I got out, and then I got short here and then I just kind of got out and I got cut up right here, so I called it green on the day. But I thought we'd still be in range bound because this sold off into this low around this bull gap, so I wanted to get out, but then it kept going 3 legs lower. So this was a strong gap that got continuation there to the bear gap. Red. Let me just make sure there's no other gaps. There's the opening gap for sure. There's no gap there. Okay, so here's a gap, 12 and the 14. Okay, so there's 2 gaps at the open, so that's a somewhat of a trend, but lots of overlap within the first gap. It's a bear channel going lower. Lots of selling, lots of overlap, and then we break out, get a strong breakout bar. Bulls go for reversal. It fails. First reversals fail in a strong trend, and then the bears get their 3 legs lower. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. You could say, oh, how come I didn't count up here? Well, we broke out of the range, so I reset the market cycle. Right, because this is the range, right? So since we're breaking out, the count reset. So leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. And look at the pullbacks, how this is so shallow, pull back 1 bar, and then it goes sideways for about 20-30 minutes. Flush lower and reverses. So not the strongest bear trend, right? Lots of overlap in between the double top bear flag. Sell off, pull back, sell off, double top, sell off. But as the trend progresses, the pullbacks are getting deeper. 2 seconds here. I'm gonna get a sip of water, my throat's dry. All right. So there's a zero height gap right here. Another gap. Gap here. Final gap in a trend can sometimes be the first target, and bulls close that gap. See right here, this price action right here is closing this gap into the EMA. Good bull bar above the EMA. Definitely don't want to see that in a bear trend. And in a bear trend, you might ask yourself like, oh, how come the first gap bar didn't reverse? Well, two things. One, it did reverse to a new low. So it just wasn't this gap bar, but overall, this is a pretty big expanding triangle here. Not really expanding, but it's a triangle. Push one, pull back leg two, leg one, pull back leg two, pull back leg three, leg one, pull back leg two. For the bears, leg one, pull back leg two, pull back leg three. Into support. I bought this bar, but I got out here thinking it was gonna reverse and then ripped higher. I took a, I lost, so I was up about 300 and I lost 50%, 150. But if I had held on, which I read the price action wrong, 3 bear bars in a bear trend day, I thought I was gonna have continuation, so I got out, and they ended up getting trapped. Had I made that, I would have been really nice on the day. But it is what it is. I'm trying to be more systematic, so I ended the day green, trading breakouts only. So that's what's fine with me. I'll just keep focusing on that, and eventually the money will come in. So bull starts to get bull gaps that are bullish, and that's not something we see in a bear trend. So bear trend could be coming to an end temporarily. Bull's got a breakout gap, so that's good. You know, the price position of the gap matters. This is a really strong gap, breaking out. A lot of trap traders. Here's not the strongest gap, but it's a breakout gap right above the breakout level, which is the EMA. That's a overdrawn. That's too big. Is that even right? Yeah, it's just kind of a funny looking high of this tick, low of bar 59. So they get their 3 legs lower and it reverses higher. Lots of bullish pressure. Gap bar, at least this is strong enough for its own leg 2. Leg 1, pull back leg 2. Leg 2s can be delayed and not as strong. And then this whole price structure also got its own second leg with a deep pullback. This is a wedge bottom. I was short around here, but I hit it up pretty quickly because we weren't breaking past the support, the previous breakout level above bar 49. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3 for the bears. Wedge bottom bull flag. It's a double bottom bull flag. It's a wedge bottom bull flag. A lot of confluence, a lot of long confluences were oscillating around support. And I think bears get trapped on 69. Leg 1, pull back leg 2 into the higher time frame EMA. We're also testing range lows. I didn't catch that middle of the trading day because I didn't have this line on, but I was just watching the markets and bulls rejecting. Bears broke out of the EMA, and then bears are breaking back out. So you don't really need that line to get this trade. However, there's 10 minutes left in the day. I don't think you need to be in this trade anyway. 10 minutes left in the day. And it sells off, testing the low of support. So Al likes to talk about that. Trend line break is usually a good trade, and it was. Trend line break, here's that retest, and now the market's range bound unless bears keep going, unless this is strong. But remember what I said over here about this gap? Gap bars later in a trend can become targets, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in tomorrow's price action or the overnight price action. Oh, look at that. The gap got filled. So there you go. See? Gaps laying in the trend get filled. That's the overnight price action. Wait, is that? Yeah, that opened up. This is today's bar. This is what? I don't know what. It's July 30th bar, but it's tomorrow's price action, I guess. I don't know. It's the overnight session. That's what I call it. Overnight sessions, bar closed the gap right away and went sideways. So we're range bound again. So annoying. Oh my gosh. I just want to have this kind of day every day. But we can't. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys took some trades. Let me know what type of trades you guys are taking. If you guys study gaps, if you don't study gaps, if you trade low 2, high 2s. I took this trade. That's a new. That's shorting lows, but it's a strong trend. Took the chance. Not necessarily low 2, but it is a form of a pullback and a new low, form of a low 1. maybe on the 10-minute chart, 10-15-minute chart. Yeah, see on the 15-minute chart, that was a low one. So, or it's important you start to piece things together like that because it looks like I'm showing support, but this is also a new low after the first pullback. So I knew on some time frame, strong trend, first reversals fail. I still got out here just for a couple points. I wasn't sure if this was the wedge bottom. At the time, this kind of looked like the wedge bottom to me, so I got out, but it sold off and then another wedge bottom. I didn't take the wedge bottom because Al talks about how beginners always look for wedges and strong trends. But if you're, in tune with wedge bottoms, bar 43 was that trade to catch a good, decent amount of points. 30 points on top of bar 30, 40, 43. Not bad. So there's definitely legs to cash today. Let me know how you guys did. Hope you guys did good. Thank you for the support. Thank you for keeping the Discord up. Drop a comment if you want to invite. It's pretty fun. You're just kind of BS and I share videos no one watches. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. How do I turn this off?